So here's the deal tonight. Our first fight is going to be the final end boss on the Ashengate. Side. That's Lethar. It's the fight that we couldn't do a week ago today. Hopefully, we'll have better success because we have a full raid. Hopefully, assuming we beat that fight, what I'd like to do is check our Frostcrypt flagging. In the event that we have enough for what I believe to be able to do one of the back flag mobs, I'd like to attempt that. It's possible I will have a few folks that sit out, but if you sit out, I got something for you to do because we can get those tasks going. So this is going to be another one of those nights where if you just bear with me, I'm going to do everything I can to make us as efficient as possible. Just ask you to pack your penguins tonight. Finally, for the last call here, if I have anyone that needs Fergerin tasks, the group tasks, 1, 2, or 3, if you can send Kit a tell now. I know Pox, Zing, Eindaria, Dora, Junari, and Bytor are on my list, potentially with Crowded being added as well. I will prioritize those in order of how many it will actually get us to flag. We're going to gather at Genray. We're going to hold here, and we're going to start buffs in about 2 or 3 minutes. If I have any other boxes that have all of the raids and ally Wraithguard leadership faction, but don't have the group tasks, if they could send me a tell as well. In other words, if you could help me become a full flag. Crowded, I sent an invite for the task ad since that'll fully flag us. Bytor, Junari, Zingoro, could I have you leave the raid for a moment so I can get you some task ads? Besides Melite, do I have anyone that is only missing King Odin? Those that just got credit for that, if you could just sit tight for me. Let's go ahead and begin buffs there at the raid at Jinray. All right. Vitor, Junari, Zingoro, and Poxrot, make note, you all have Fergerin Task 1 and 2. I did not give you credit for 3 just now.
Roger that.
Got it, thanks.
I still have 3 ready to go, but I can't get it yet without Tel responding. Those of you that just got all the tasks, you may now X back up to get an invite to the raid. Thank you all for being patient on that. Malawan, do you want to go ahead and get the instance, please? Might need to give Gone a minute to get all those folks in the raid. Okay, in just a moment, Jinray is going to open up those little steps. You may go ahead and pop over those stones and click the little door. And then once you're there, go up top to the NPC and say enter Ashengate. It'll take a moment for the DZ to spawn. right, should be open now if you want to go ahead and head inside. This is the first time we've ever split Ashengate North, so we'll have to see how the DZ responds. It should be okay. Okay, just going to give everybody a moment to get inside. I need to AFK just a moment if we can make sure buffs are on everyone. I'll hit it that one. Okay, couple of quick notes while we're doing this pre-clear. If my mic acts crazy, please notify me quickly.
Sounds fine.
Xavius is our only enchanter tonight. Lynx is out, so be gentle with Xavius. We also have a Mez fight here, so make sure we are keeping Xavius alive.
You can give me loot if you want.
I'm going to hold on to my MGB. So if you need rank 3 of Direwild, please let me know. We also need to have corruption buffed as well. We can make sure we gather up nice and tight and get ready to buff corruption. Train, I'll move us up into that next room once we can, so we can buff there while we pull ads.
Yep.
Do we need to put Ringa with the mage?
Ringa is with the mage.
I meant the one outside.
I can do that if needed.
Yeah, I think as long as a Kudu's mage is in the right place, that may help Ringa get there quickly.
I'm back there if needed.
Train, is that room up ahead clear?
Yeah. It's all clear to Lethar's room, the first room.
Okay, is all the stuff behind him cleared?
No, I gotta clear all that.
Okay. We're going to move up to that room, please.
Where I'm right now is clear. Then I have to pull.
We'll continue buffing corruption resist when we get into this room, please. If we beat this fight tonight, we will have completed TSS technically on the fire side. But I'm going to roll us into Frostcrypt tonight if we can. Frostcrypt is actually divided into number 1 and number 2, as opposed to Ashengate's east, west, and north. Also, if you are a fan of the progression spreadsheets, I have started to populate that for the Buried Sea. All you got to do for the Buried Sea is a series of group tasks, 1 to 8.
Someone tag this east.
They're not terribly difficult. Give them a second to warp. There we go. And for those that maybe aren't able to log on as much, I will be starting to use Mondays for some progression type things. Just a quick note about Frostcrypt tonight. When we get the back flags for Frostcrypt from one of the fights in there, the back flag is only to give you credit for King Odin. So those that are missing Udengar and Kanger, we will try to get those done on a back flag night. Udengar really requires a good turnout, so that one might be a little tough. Another quick note. I know in the past we've swapped our raid nights when an expansion is going to unlock. We are not doing that this time. The previous few expansion unlocks have not caused any issues. So we will not be swapping the Monday and Wednesday nights like we've done in the past.
Huzzah!
Oh yeah, main assist would be nice.
You'll have a volunteer.
I think we're going to be missing Beep tonight as well, aren't we?
For like a week, I think, wasn't it?
I knew it was tonight. I didn't know how long. There's a couple of events in Frostcrypt that require some trap handling, so might be counting on our bard. If possible, if our shaman can do their group corruption buff, and if we can move them around as needed, if that's not already being done. I know they have a buff that stacks, a clickable thing. Anybody know how many we attempted Lethar with last time?
Low 30s.
I think it was less about the numbers and more about how much time we spent killing ads.
Andrew lost like 3 or 4 healers before this fight last Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, myself was included. I apologize for that.
Yeah, you, Beretta, Dora, and I think someone else.
Well, I know some of you were anxious to knock this out and get moving into Frostcrypt, and I apologize we had to split, but I actually think this is better because we'll be able to knock this out first thing.
I got on just to help heal this fight.
Yay!
You can move into Lethar's original room. I'll pull to there.
All right, we're going to move up. If we're doing group buffs, just wait until we get to our next spot.
It's like 3 more mobs I gotta pull. He doesn't go north, right? When he moves?
That I don't know as I was not here.
Yeah, I think it was all south.
I don't remember.
There is a chance, and it is just a chance, but there is a chance that we will be able to defeat the entire expansion before TBS unlocks. I kind of consider this defeating the expansion because we will have beaten Ashengate side. We kind of chose to do the Ashengate side. But if it's possible, we could defeat Frostcrypt 1 and 2 by then. It's just gonna be real quick, real tough.
We're all clear up to the boss.
Okay, let's all hold here, please. Let's make sure we are checking to all corruption buffs as high as possible. Do we still have the shaman going around to buff?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I engaged.
Yeah, he hasn't made a chart here yet.
Say that again, I apologize.
I was just saying he hasn't made it to this group yet.
Okay. All right, so I assume there are probably a few of you that have never done this fight before. This is the second Lethar fight. The first Lethar fight, it's very similar to that, but it's got some different mechanics. We'll go ahead and set up a tank order. I'm sure Malawin or Zinthil are going to work on that. The fight is yet again divided into 4 parts, so every 25% something different will happen. Train, correct me if I'm wrong, but he still has a frontal AE that everyone has to avoid?
He has a frontal AE on a 45-second timer, and if it hits the mirror drake, it's going to reflect back into whatever's in front of it.
So we will be constantly moving it, is that the thing?
Whenever the AoE is about to go off, it should be rotated by Maladwin. You don't really have to move until that portion. We were rotating every time the mirror drake moved last time. You don't really have to do that.
Do you know what the timer is on his AE?
45 seconds.
All right, here's the other thing that's really, really important. No group corruption cures. No radiant cure on this fight. Only single target corruption cure. And if you can single target corruption cure, you need to have it loaded. From what I understand, Xavius will be mezzing the appropriate drakes. Can you tell me what to do with the various 3 drakes?
The Flesh Render is the one that will be mezzing. The Lotus Breath and the Monitor will be killing. Lotus Breath, we just want to make sure we turn away from the rest of the raid.
So if you're a tank and you're picking up the Lotus, face it away from the raid. Xavius will mez all of the Flesh Renders. Leave the Flesh Renders alone. Every 4 minutes, so not too often, but often enough that we need to worry about it, there's going to be an AE that's going to go off. Everyone will get it, but you'll get one of 2 types. You're either going to get A, Doom Shadow, which you need to cure immediately with the Corruption Cure, or B, Sunset Shadow. If you get Sunset Shadow, I almost said something else, do not cure it. You just need to get healed to full. Only Corruption Cure, Doom Shadow. Does the main tank need to be Corruption Cured as well from the AE buff?
It's a aggro reducer, so probably.
So yeah, if our cure folks can be also hitting the main tank, it's probably going to be Malawin to start. I'm going to attempt this without infusion. In the event that we wipe and we need to try again, we can do it with infusion. So I am not going to use infusion on this fight. I'm going to see if we can do this fight with just a normal full raid force. In the event that we wipe and have to go a second time, I'm going to pull out all the stops on that one. Just giving everyone a heads up on that. Train, Zenthal, or Malawin, or any of the officers, is there anything I'm forgetting?
Oh, we will have Sile, who is a second dragon that is active during the fight that we are going to be off tanking. That has to be off tanked. I can't remember the AoE range on it, but away from the raid, because it does do an AoE shadow step.
And then I believe at 50% there's a Thunder Breath Drake that we really have to just avoid, right?
Yeah, and the 3rd stage and the 4th stage, there is the Thunder Breath Drake that does a frontal AoE, and it is non-aggro. It just kind of floats around like the mirror does.
But we definitely need to avoid it, like stay away from it, right?
Yeah, it's a 12k unresistible nuke if you're in front of it.
The best I can tell when looking at it is it says it has a 200 range, but its AE is 10 units. So I think as long as you're not directly in front of it, it's not going to hit you. You just have to make sure you're not right in front of it.
Bytor, Melite had to AFK for just a moment. She's actually working tonight, so she had an emergency AFK. I may begin before she's back because she may be AFK for a few, so really need you to watch your group, and also others watch that group as well.
Sir, yes, sir.
I don't know if we want to swap maybe Malawin with another cleric. Maybe put Malawin in Beretta's group. All right, check your buffs. Make sure you have everything. Let's get Reptile on anybody that needs it, especially Xavius.
That trigger is the Thunder Drake Breath. Not sure if it's 30 or 36-second cast. I gotta figure that out. Also, from what I understand, the hitbox of the dragon is very big, so it's possible to melee from the outer parts of the room on the main target while the Thunder Breath Drake's in front of you. So you wouldn't have to actually dodge it. Unsure if that's true though.
Are we missing Finwell tonight?
Yep, you're stuck with a bad ranger.
He's on vacation for the weekend.
How dare he?
In the middle of the summer? What an ass.
If you talk to him, tell him we miss him. All right, is there anyone that is not ready? Do our best. Will be a little bit of a learning curve for some of us. Train, how far up can we move before we'll have to engage?
All the way.
Yeah, we trigger him by talking.
You have to talk to him.
Okay, then let's go ahead and move up. Let's get into position. Anyone that is not ready. Okay, folks, we're going to give this a legitimate try. We'll see how it goes. All right, I believe we're ready.
Alright, here we go.
Forgot to tell you, it starts with a blind.
Didn't see that coming.
Seems to be exceptionally fire resistant. We switch to the Lotus Breath, correct?
Correct. Don't kill this one. Keep it turned away from the raid.
Got another one, kill it. Chase it away.
It looked like Gaunt got hit by the frontal at the leg, by the way, Maladwin.
Okay. Let me know when to turn him again.
Yep. Ten seconds. 5 should move him. Press off.
Flesh bender we don't need to kill.
It's going to be mezzed. Leave it alone.
Ten seconds.
Just keep in mind his hitbox is huge.
5 seconds.
It's another Lotus Breath.
Off. Drew me your ramp now.
Killed a monitor drake as well.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Off.
Mez the other flesh render. Leave it alone.
I think I got hit by that because the mirror was coming into you. Or is something different. Shadow of Lethar, I don't know.
That's his point blank AE.
Okay, so that's gonna hit regardless. Okay.
The mirror or his breath is breath of corruption.
Okay. Did not get hit then.
%75% will get Seeley. Mezing the others flesh render drake.
10 seconds.
Casters, just watch yourself by that door. They're coming in from that door.
5 seconds. Off.
He started to move and then he stopped.
As long as he's facing away, we're fine. Check for Doom.
If you have Doom Shadow, get cured. If you have Sunset Shadow, do not get cured.
Alright,
They
we're
are RPing.
gonna have the ad this time.
So his breath is due in 5, but I think he gets like a 10-second buffer. But due right now. Late by 5. Should be in like 2.
Kill that Lotus Breath if we can.
We'll add one down.
Yeah.
Get my line up quick. Tyrion's got it. Heals to Tyrion.
Andaria did.
He's got Furious up for another 5.
Calling Undaria. Wards down, please. Down, please.
Furious is going down on Tyrion.
Beretta also needs to be called.
I'm calling Beretta.
Call the turn.
It's at 15 right now.
Start rezzing who we can res, please.
Should be turning at 5, 10 seconds. 5. Off. I got reflected from that. You have to go a little bit further, I think.
Keep rezzing who we can res. Keep tearing up. Kill the Lotus Breath.
We do a hard burn at 50, right, son? To get the other ad down?
Yeah, we want to get through that phase as fast as we can.
10 seconds.
Need to get some of these DPS up if they're not.
5 seconds. Off. When that timer is going down, healers, by the way, he's going to take a big spike whoever the tank is.
Melee DPS, you can get way farther back.
Yeah, you can be like at the tip of his tail.
His hitbox is like Vish.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Make sure you guys rotate with the dragon when he does that. It's off. Should always be at his tail. 50 seconds on the next Doom.
I know I said no Radiant Cures, but I'm going to use it in the middle when there's no Dooms.
We're taking care of this Lotus, right?
Yes, kill the Lotus, please.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Check your position if you're on that Lotus. AoE is off. Doom in 10. Doom landing. Soonish. Late by like 10. There's the Doom. Only call for CC if you have Doom Shadow. Turn it now, 5 seconds. Sorry, turn. AoE is off.
Draymage needs a res or a call.
Make sure if you have Sunset, your health is maxed when that ticks off or you're gonna die. Tyrion's got big spike. Is Gaunt tank?
Tyrion's down.
Tank of this. 10 seconds on AoE.
Leaving it on Gaunt.
5 seconds, make sure it's not facing us or the mirror.
Airguard needs a res or a call. Get him up quick. Keep the flesh renders mezzed.
We have Maladwin ready.
Need some more buffs, but I could go, yeah.
Okay, because you're gonna have to go.
Gone down.
10 seconds on breath. 5 seconds on breath. Let's make sure we get Maladwin buffed. Off.
Gonna get a regular Dire Wild on you for now, Malawin.
Did we do all wards yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Malawin's down.
Need a tank. I am not a tank.
It's on Zenthal. Keep it on Zenthal.
Monitor Drake on us.
Tyrion just popped staunch.
10 seconds.
I'd say hold it if you can.
5 seconds. Off. Get a little bit of time to rebuff at 50 as he moves, so take advantage.
Need Damien up. Sio as well. Not sure why that Monitor Drake didn't despawn, but kill it. He's up.
Thunder Breath Drake is also up. Don't be in front of it. Oh, I'm sorry, you gotta spin it.
Send down.
Oh man, it's gonna hit everyone. Actually, it's a little bit late, so recover best you can. Get out of the front of them.
Warlord's up, gonna need a cleric buff.
He should be doing his breath anytime. There's the breath.
Switch to the Lotus Breath, please.
Red is down.
Do your best, folks. Got a lot of the raid down.
Doom is coming soon. Breath in 10. Breath in 5. Thunder Breath is coming too soon.
There's still several of us up, but it's still going to be a wipe, I think.
Jaren's down.
Nice attempt, everyone. Not too bad.
Should I bother with timers anymore, or is it a wipe?
Nah, we're done.
Okay.
It's nothing more frustrating than not being able to heal because you have no mana.
Oh, Landholder, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you in time. Sorry, SK. It is not reset, but I'm heading back. It's resetting now. Malamvin, you're at the front.
No, I'm here by the corpses.
Oh, okay. If it's reset, you should be able to go ahead and start. The good news is, I think on this attempt, Melite may be back from AFK. I think we should revise our no radiant cure policy. If we know when that timer is, we really should be able to use that. That's going to help a lot. All right, just sit tight, folks. Reses are going to start. Anybody know what percent we got him to?
It was like
45. 45.
What was the lowest we got him to previously?
Similar, I think.
Yeah, we had him in that room when we wiped the first time.
We could just start moving the corpses back closer together. Don't worry, folks. We're going to get the clerics back, and then we'll start resing everybody. And Beretta, if you could get the clerics first. I still think we did pretty well.
You know, I've watched a couple of videos on this kid. If I can speak up on something.
Sure.
I know we're focusing on the monitors and the lotus breaths, but with ads resetting every 25%, if we get off tank the first one for a second and get more DPS on him, Because if we get him to 75, they're going to despawn. We get him to 50, they're going to despawn. Because we're not switching quick enough, it seemed. Just food for thought. Something I noticed because I'm main assistant. I was paying attention to switching.
Yeah, I think our goal there was to try to get as many of the flesh renderers as possible, because if we can just have those mez, no more than 4 will spawn. I think on the first fight, that actually is a good idea. On this fight, because he has so many hit points.
How hard are the ads hitting?
I have no idea.
Still getting everybody rezzed, folks. Just sit tight.
That'd be a question for like SK, and he's pretty well geared, and I saw him go down quite a bit on the monitor.
Okay, so it's not like we could park him on a pally and forget about it.
And I also noticed the ads came from the same direction every time.
Yeah, once we get everyone rezzed and rebuffed, as we sit to rebuff, we may discuss changing, maybe not for the first 25 or the second 25%, but once we get to the third 25%, off tanking may become the better option. But let's get everyone rezzed and rebuffed so they're here and they can kind of focus. What I'd also like to do when we go, but don't do it yet because there's a timer on it, is I will let us use infusion on that as we begin the next fight. And Melite is back as well. Still waiting on some reses. Just sit tight, everybody. We're getting there. So, Train, if you call out that Doom Shadow AE when it's going to go, as long as we don't Curse Cure or Radiant Cure during that, I think we should open up the ability to Radiant Cure because it's going to help get these groups from falling.
So what needs to be Radiant Cured besides that?
I mean, I had at least 3 debuffs on me that weren't the Doom Shadow. I was getting hit by everything.
The only thing I ever got was his Shadow something, and it wasn't the Doom Shadow. And then 1 Reflect. But Radiant Cure to cure any corruption you're talking about, if you get hit with a breath or something like that?
Well, any of the debuffs, because it has the chance to remove anything, even if it doesn't have curse counters. But there were a lot of, it was tough just curing the groups.
Those fires tend to eat you pretty quick too, especially when they get 2 or 3 on you.
Yeah, I mean, you get a solid 4 minutes from each Doom cycle, so, and I'll call it as it's coming up.
Reses would really be easier if all the corpses weren't piled on top of each other.
Just use the raid window.
He did that larger reviscerate, everybody should have got res right then.
It has also been suggested that we use a similar to the Luckland fight where we drag them to the zone line and call back.
Oh, the ads?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, like, one of the first strats I showed you in Aknar.
What fight was that? That was
I believe that's Shivanitras, isn't it?
yeah. That would be awesome if only 4 come up at once.
Yeah, but they're gonna respawn every cycle, so
25.
you're running into the same problem as mezzing them.
Yeah, but if we're running them away and they don't aggro back on us, they're out of the situation.
Let's get everybody to tighten up so when group buffs go around, they hit everybody.
Where do they spawn from, Rat? Is it east or north?
Like if we're looking at this room, say the tank's tanking where I am, they're coming off the side room.
So they were coming from the east.
Yeah.
So you'd have to grab them in the east room and then run them to the zone line. My only fear is if a heal lands in their social, you're gonna then have a problem with them.
Not if we used a pally. They could stun it and out heal probably, like we used to with Worf.
Definitely worth a try, though.
Still need a res on thrombosis if we could.
Yeah, I'm getting this corpse that's right up on the ramp.
Okay.
Do we have enough pallets?
Skay says if you get the ads to the zone line, they will not respawn ever. So that might be a good strat then. Make it a lot less chaotic. Especially during the first 25% when you have all day to figure stuff out. So
Do we want to assign Zenthal and Seep to that?
Well, you're gonna need more than one pally probably, because they don't all spawn at once, right?
No, they just spawn periodically. One
Yeah.
will come, another will come.
Yeah.
There's probably about 30-45 seconds in between each.
Yeah, so you'll probably need a 2 pally rotation and 2 mages then.
How about swapping Bytor and Raleigh if we could, please?
I'm going through the groups with ranger buffs. If you need something specific, please send me a tell, and that's Rat Boy.
All right, so I believe everyone is rezzed. Let's go ahead and get those buffs out. We are going to use Infusion on this fight. Just don't use it yet. Zenthal and Raleigh, do you understand the new strategy that we're going to employ for the ads?
Yeah, just pick them up, run them to the zone line.
The only concern I would have is that the Lotus Breaths are going to AE you as you're running, and I don't know if you'll be able to survive that. I don't know how tough it is.
No, we can heal. We'll be fine.
Okay.
They didn't seem to hit that hard.
And Seep, you guys are going to be able to work out some kind of deal where you let him know when he needs to call.
You want to put them in a group like we used to in that fight? That way they could just group chat.
Yeah, we're all in the same group.
All right, get those buffs going. Get everyone buffed up and have everything they need. Should also be much better with Melite here this time as well. So very important change here. I am going to allow the use of Radiant Cures except when we get Doom Shadow cast. So when Train says Doom is about to be cast or possible to be cast, do not use it. You will have a window where you cannot use it until that is cured.
Need to make sure that window extends all the way through Sunset Shadow, because if you cure that, you die.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe it lasts for as long as Rishimitar's tomb.
So like 50 seconds or something like that.
I'm checking. I think it's 48 is what Rishimitar was. So yeah, about 50.
There was a window or two when I could use Radiant Cure, and it made the difference because we had so many of those debuffs going out on us.
Yeah. I'll put all my timers back in guild again for those who want them.
Why they gave us a rank 3 cast of the group spell, but not a rank 3 cast of the single target spell, I'll never know.
Do the pallies have soy on?
I'm not going to bother moving the shamans around for the shaman corruption buff because we're going to have infusion. Does infusion not buff corruption?
No, it doesn't.
No, then we better put that on everybody then. Shaman, if you could work with Gaunt to make sure that we have a spot in each group for them to move around.
I'm working on it.
Awesome, Gaunt. Thank you. All right, folks. That's why we did this fight at the start of the night, because we knew it was going to be a little bit tough. We'll get it.
When we get up to the dragon, I'll show you where those ads were coming in at precisely, so we know where to pull them from, since we have to talk to him. Actually, it's right where we're sitting, because he's right there.
AFK for about 15 seconds. From what I understand, the only thing that changes at 25 is that Sealay goes away. Is that right?
Yes.
But we'll still have that nasty Drake to deal with.
Yeah, the hardest part of the fight is really the 50 to 25% burn, because you have literally everything going on. Once you're at 25, you have one less dragon to deal with. And if you have no ads because of moving to the zone line, you have a lot less stuff to deal with. The Thunder Drake's AoE is 36 seconds, by the way.
Okay.
Also, Zen, are you here right now?
Yeah, I'm here.
I hate your Gargoyle Petrify thing. I turned it off.
Yeah, that was a wall of text on my screen.
I couldn't read the real timers because I was spammed out by that shit.
Yeah, I had to just like deactivate demi-plane for this.
I just turned off the red check on it.
Okay, everyone. We are getting close to beginning. Check your buffs. Make sure you have absolutely everything that you need. Auras, all that good stuff. Still moving some shaman around, so we're going to wait for that. Couple of quick notes on how we're changing this fight. Zenthal and Raleigh will alternate moving adds to the entrance, and they will be called by Seep. They have a method worked out where they will know when to call. Train will be calling out when Doom goes out. Same rules apply. Cure Doom Shadow, heal on Sunset Shadow. Make sure your group mates get cured of Doom Shadow. You have to go through them one by one and check them, or follow the callouts, the CCs. Otherwise, everything else should remain the same in that we will not be killing adds. Is there anything I'm missing?
We're holding full burn till 50%, correct?
50 to 25, yep. And beyond 25 if you still have stuff.
Train, you were doing some callouts, but to be honest, I didn't know what you were calling out.
So the main call out that I'm doing really just matters for whoever the tank is, but when that's going off, you should be at the tail of the dragon. That's the frontal breath. Doom is Doom. And if I can, I'll call out the Thunder Breath if I can, in the middle of everything else. That's my least concern because you can just avoid the front of him.
And yes, to be clear, we are not killing any adds. That includes Xavius not mezzing any adds. All adds will be picked up. They will be run to the entrance, and they will be called. Zenthal and Raleigh will be called by Seep. Is there anything else that we're missing? Could I get a check of anyone that is not ready? Okay, as an AFK check, let's move up to Lethar, please. To where Kid is. A reminder for the healers and the curers. Cure Doom Shadow. Do not cure Sunset Shadow. Make sure everyone is full health. There are going to be some windows, and we will call them out, where you can use Radiant Cure, but otherwise avoid it if possible. If no one is objecting to being ready, anyone? Okay, let's use Infusion, please. I'll hold on to Servants for a little bit. Okay, Malawan, on your call.
All right. Here we go.
By the way, it blinds.
Can't see that.
The good thing is, his hitbox is so big, you can attack from wherever you were. Got no timers yet.
Alright, I'm gonna turn them now then, till we get the first one.
Make sure you're at the tail of the dragon as he turns, guys. You have to move with the dragon.
Remember, we are taking the drakes outside.
breath just went off.
Okay.
I got hit by it though.
Yeah, he is moving direct. The mirror scale always moves directly to his head.
Right.
He can't catty corner over here.
Right, but it's not necessarily with the timer.
Yeah.
Try to make sure no one gets aggro on the drakes except for Zenthal or Raleigh.
5 seconds on breath. Make sure you're moving.
Make sure some of you aren't too far away from group heals and things.
Your ramp again, Kit.
There's actually a monitor Drake hitting on Tyrion, I believe.
Raleigh's on it.
Another monitor Drake.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. It's off. Ten seconds.
I think Raleigh is down at the entrance.
5 seconds. It's off.
All the drakes are coming back to Tyrion.
Are they?
Yeah.
They should despawn at 3%.
Coming back to the healers. I'm watching the door.
Where'd they spawn at?
They just despawn.
They're moving. So breath is due, but it's probably going to be in 10 seconds. This timer pauses. Should be about 5. There it is. Again, make sure you guys are moving to the tail of the dragon when he's spun, or you're going to take a big AoE. Only really when I'm calling out does it matter, though.
Doom is out.
Doom, yep. Should we heal him, Aladwin?
Yep, I have the good one as well.
Alright, it's got to be full when it
I got
ticks off
spade.
then.
Land hands is running.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. It's off.
No radiant cures at this time. Got some dead down, let's get them up. Heal everybody to full.
We may want to burn
SK's down.
MGBs during that portion. Make sure everyone stays full.
Everyone needs a rest.
Let's get those folks rezzed.
I don't see any ads
Quick.
spawning.
We got a lot of people down.
5 seconds, turn it, sorry, Maladwin.
Move behind the dragon.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, now it went off.
Let's get those folks rezzed as quick as possible. Get them rebuffed.
I'm dead.
Focus on those reses. Do your best.
Fired on Maladwin. 10 seconds on breath.
Can we use Radiant Cure now?
You have a small window, yes.
You have like 2 minutes to use it. 5 seconds on breath.
Keep resin, folks. Keep rebuffing. Calling Aragar. Come on, folks. Let's get people up. Get all of Group 1 resed.
10 seconds. Make sure you're at the tail. 5 seconds. Off. And the tail will rotate till the breath goes off, so you have to just be aware of that.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty. 1 minute on Doom.
Keep resin those folks and get buffs out on everybody, please.
DI fired again. Maladwin died.
On Tyrion?
Get him allowing up quick.
10 seconds on breath.
There goes down.
5 seconds. Off. Doom is in about 30.
We need Aragar up.
What's timer on wards?
Drop him.
Gonna have Doom shortly. Breath is in 15. Went out. Breath is in 10. Breath is in 5.
Down.
Tyrion's down.
Zing down.
Just gonna breath the whole raid.
Get those folks up that may have died. Do it quick. Come on, folks. We got this. Disregard.
Breath is in 10. Breath is in 5.
Get a lot of people down.
It's off.
Someone call Beretta, please.
Yeah, I just did.
Thank you.
He's gonna move soon and have more chaotic bullshit happening, so we may wanna get everyone res before we get to 50.
Make sure you're staying behind the dragon.
Breath is in 10.
Get as many people res as possible.
Off.
Get us Malawin. Those folks rebuffed. He's moving. Finish resing those folks.
Do we want to do servants?
Servants, yep. Full burn on them if you can.
So timer says it's in 5, but it's gonna be like another 10 after that probably.
I'm just moving now to be safe.
Yep.
Make sure you're not in front of that Thunder Breath Drake.
Should be about 5.
Where is he? Can you mark him?
Breath
He's
just
in
went
the-
out.
He's in the room we started in.
Thunder Breath AoE is about to go off.
Lots of folks down.
Yeah, well, aggro got pulled.
That the Drake hit hard.
Keep allowing up.
Doom is in 40. You can still burn your Radiance if you need to. Breath is in 5. It's off. So melee, make sure you're behind the Thunder Breath Drake. You can attack from wherever, but behind him. So you don't get hit with the frontal. Doom should be in about 15. Doom should be any second now.
Come on, guys, let's get him to 25.
Breath is in 10. Thunder Breath is in 5. Breath is in 5.
Doom is out.
Yep. Just to clarify, you need to be behind Lethar when the frontal's going out, but you can also stay behind the Thunder Drake as well.
If you're not staring at dragon butts, you're wrong.
10 seconds on breath. 5 seconds on breath. I'm gonna die. Cool.
Come on, get him to 25%.
Zoom is down.
Okay, that's twice I haven't been able to cure Doom off of someone.
It's because they had another buff that was corruption cured.
Yep.
Keep burning those temps.
Fox, can you face him the other way?
10 seconds on breath. Make sure Maladwin's full when that lands. 3 seconds. Or he's gonna die. Yeah, I fired.
Thunder Breath's facing the raid.
Go to the north if you can.
It already went off.
Okay.
See? But I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, we're all dead.
Poxrite needs a little bit of healing.
Thunder Breath and regular breath are in the same timer, 10 seconds. Do your best. Do your best to figure it out. It's gonna be landing shortly. Both are off. Doom is in 140. Burn all your staunches, whatever you got for this.
Fox is down.
Need somebody else in Sealay.
Is Sealay slowable? Has anyone tried?
We got 3% till Sealay gets despawned, so.
Down.
Need that spun.
Heal Tyrion.
Breath is in 10.
This guy's got it.
Vitor, give me an MGB.
Breath is coming. I'm down also. Breath's off.
It's out.
We need a tank.
Rally's up.
Healing rally. Get those other tanks up. SK is down.
Alright.
He's moving. Res. Use an AE res if you got it up.
Watch
more
that thunder drink. It's moving.
No, I thought Sela was inactive.
He should be. I thought.
He ran up here and started attacking.
Can't
Oh,
target
there
him.
he went.
Let's get some rebuffs on the line one.
Breath timer's 5, but I think it's going to extend.
Okay, turning him now.
Okay. Still nothing. Doom should be coming within like 5 to 20 seconds. Breath went off.
Kit's
I'd
down.
also, I'm a lad one.
Come on, folks, keep it up. Ready, give me an MGB.
One's down.
Yes, Heron.
Doom went out.
Dot one, give me an MGB.
Mine was already done.
Door MGB if you
Sure.
got it.
Breath is in 10. Breath is off. If you're not full health with Sunset, you're going to probably die shortly.
Tyrion has Sunset.
Lost a lot of folks there. Let's get them up.
Ten seconds on breath. 5 seconds.
Tyrion's
off.
down.
Zenthos got it.
Thunder Drake coming right into the middle of the raid.
He's not
Stay behind
casting for 5 seconds.
Keep resing those that need it. Keep it up, folks. 15%.
He's aiming right towards us. He casted. Breath is in 20.
Calling Xavius.
Come on, folks. 13%. We can do this. Keep Zenthal up.
10 seconds on breath.
Lay hands on
5 seconds. Make sure you're at that butt. Off. Thunder breath is coming. Off. Doom is a minute 40 out, so we should be fine to kill.
Burn, burn, burn.
30 seconds on breath. Breath in 10. Thunder breath is coming also. Thunder breath is off. Regular breath coming. Off.
Slow when you got an MGB.
Already used.
1 minute on Doom.
Airgar, you got an MGB?
No, it's down.
Sio.
Thunder
Kudu.
breath's in 5.
Clara has.
Use it.
Thunder breath coming.
He's
Off.
facing the raid.
Yeah, it's already off. 10 seconds on regular breath.
If you have an MGB, heal over time. Use it now, please.
40 seconds on Doom. Breath is coming in 2. Off. Thunder breath in 15. Doom in 20. Thunder breath in 5.
Fuck yes.
Good job, guys.
Damn.
Nice work, guys.
Congratulations, everyone. Let's go ahead and get those cures out to anybody that may still need. Let's get reses done on those that need. We've got a few folks still down. I'm really, really proud of you guys. Can someone confirm that Ebon Heart of Lethar the Black is for Serpent Seeker Charm of Lore?
It is.
Thank you. All right, just need a res on Flashpoint, and then I think we should be able to do loot.
I think that's the hardest fight we've ever done, or that I've ever done.
Feels like the hardest to me, too.
And thank you all for the multiple reses.
Yeah, that was tough. Really good job, everyone. Looks like we got a chest and a legs. That's pretty good. All right, Zing, do you want to do loot, or do you need somebody else to? Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. I'll take my break later.
High Alpha losing shoulders.
Seriously, guys, really good job. We have technically beaten this expansion. We just did the fire side. We'll do the ice side eventually.
Hey, roll that back. I didn't mean to bid on that.
Who was that, Lightning, that said that?
Yes.
Roll it back to 5 for Claire, if you could, Zing. While we're doing that, if everybody could come over here to the front of the dragon, face east at the head of the dragon, we'll do a little group photo. Make sure you're sort of close to the dragon so you get in the photo.
Taller people in back.
All right, everyone wave.
The dragon disappeared.
I think I got it before.
I see Janari first. All right, never mind.
Okay, our raid is nowhere near done because we've got a lot more fun stuff going on. Just going to finish up loot here, and then we're going to check on Frostcrypt and see how we can do. We may dip our toe in Frostcrypt real quick. Since it may take a moment, anyone that has a flagged box that wants to attempt to see if their flagged box can help us to piggy in more. You can log those in now and we'll add them to the raid.
Kid, I've got a question. Do we need for future factioning or something credit for this win?
I don't believe so. Gone, if you could add those folks to the raid and just put them at the bottom of the raid. So again, just sit tight, rebuff. There's a lot of buffs that need to go out. I want to make sure when we leave here, we're ready to go for Frostcrypt. So everybody tighten up and rebuff, please. Grats train.
Thank you.
That was a really crazy fight.
But running the ads off did make it a little easier.
Oh yeah, that was the key right there. That's the only way we would have done it.
I had to sacrifice a paladin for it, but that's okay.
That's what they're for, right?
We get land hands back when we die, so yeah.
I used 3 of them.
Unless they're both in your group and you keep trying to heal them when they're at the door.
You can check those buffs, refresh everything on everybody. Grats, Dora.
Thank you.
While we're waiting, just remember we're going to make sure we kind of progress our way through the Frostcrypt side of things over the next few weeks. I have already set our first Solteris run on the calendar. That's about 3.5 to 4 weeks in to a TBS, so that's about a month and a half from now, technically. Solteris requires 8 group tasks that are kind of a progression. It's really simple to do, but you will need probably some folks to come along with you. But I'd be happy to help you. We're going to start doing those on Mondays once TBS launches. Congrats, Clara.
Thank you.
I know I say it every other raid or so, but if you guys will stay with us as our nice core, keep the raid going strong, keep with us, we'll follow this type of fun and excitement all the way through. Congrats, Landholder, with his short man syndrome.
I need to collect all the elven illusions to finish my set.
Good to be
marks?
sometimes.
Let me check on the marks.
We're at 150.
Eindaria might need one.
I see Rally first at 200.
Go ahead and give Eindaria one. Eindaria can click it. Oh, our Eindaria already got one. Okay, you can just leave it on the corpse then, Eindaria.
Box don't need it.
No, we don't have issues with piggying in this. Zinthal, you can leave the other one on the corpse as well. All right, that was exciting, everyone. Again, we're about to wrap up loot. If I could have all of the porters come to the chest, please, and begin loading your either steps or your Icefall Glacier ports, please. Punts. Grats, Zinthal.
I'm not seeing this in inventory.
Should be in your advanced loot window, Landholder.
Are we going to do rebuffs when we reach our next destination?
They should be going out now, but we can rebuff then as well if anybody misses it.
No, I don't see it.
Is it possible you were dead when the... Well, let's wait till the loot is finished and then we'll see if it ends up in the chest. Thanks for joining us, Eindaria.
left that last mark on the box so you can check the chest.
Grats thrombosis.
Don't have the longevity anymore, you know.
Landholder, check the chest here just to make sure.
No, it looks empty.
And it's not showing up in the advanced loot window at all?
It says it was given to him.
Yeah, given, but I don't see looted. So somewhere in the advanced loot, take a screenshot. You might have to petition it.
The inventory bags aren't full, are they?
Oh yeah, it might go into your overflow or your dragon's hoard, if so.
Or just your bank.
They're saying if it doesn't fit in the bag, it'll go probably to the bank.
Yeah.
Are you full in inventory space right now?
No, I do have room, but I've had that happen to me before.
We'll wait until the 15-minute timer is up, and then we'll check it again. If it's not in your advanced loot window, we'll do that.
Boxes are still an item rolling.
I don't see an item rolling on mine. In the meantime, let's get everyone to Valdahome. If you could ever all move to Valdahome. Except for Landholder. Landholder, if you could stay here.
Maybe zone out and zone back in.
Yeah, Land, if you want to try to camp and come back.
Make sure we leave somebody in here in the instance.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere until we make sure he gets his item.
All right, I'll be right back.
It's got a little bit of travel time and rebuff time anyway. Again, we're all going to meet up in Valdahome, and we're going to check. The first thing we're going to do is check our Frostcrypt faction. Okay, Lightning. Yeah, if you could stay in, you could just go to the guild hall. That'd be helpful. Landholder, just X up when you're back, and we'll see if Gaunt can get you back in. Porters, I'm good. I'm just waiting on Landholder. I'm actually bound in Frostcrypt, or Valdahome.
May have gone to the bank. I've had problems in a raid where I lost my shield and it ended up being in the bank.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait here with you until the chest counts down to 15 minutes. It's at 17 minutes now, so we'll just hold here for you while we gather everyone there. Still got a couple of folks that aren't out of here yet anyway. Don't take that port to your bind if you could. Landholder, just stay here.
Okay.
Everybody else could just wait in Valdahome, please.
I need to AFK about 3 minutes.
Go for it. You got time. Now's a chance to refresh your beverages, grab a snack. Landholder, you tried doing slash advanced loot? ADB.
Advanced loot window's up now, and it has the thing that looks like a ring in there.
And you can't loot that?
Mark of Ashengate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds like it's bugged then.
Maybe loot that and then try again.
It's got 1 minute until it unlocks land, and it should be there for you. Just give it a moment. Do you have a volunteer that can go down to Fergerin for me, please?
Yeah, I can grab it.
Okay, thank you. Can't do it just yet because we're still in the old task. Don't kick us from the task yet because he hasn't looted.
If it doesn't show up at 15, might want to go back to Plane of Knowledge and double check bank and item overflow. Parcels, all those fun places.
It should be on this chest. Got about 10 or 15 seconds, Lan.
Yeah, like I said, I was surprised one time I had looted something and my shield was missing. Couldn't figure out what it was, and I said, let me just check parcels, and it was in there.
It's sitting on the chest if you want to loot it now, Lan.
Like I first played a time raid, I lost my shield because it got it overflowed to my parcel.
He looted it. All right, Lan, giving you a punt steps.
Just stay at the entrance of Valdholm when you get here.
Thanks all.
Absolutely, Lan. All right, you can go ahead and kick us, Gaunt, please. Thank you all for being patient. Zing is still in the expedition, but he'll get kicked out to Ashengate, I think. Sorry, to Darwin.
Yeah, I used to have gear disappear on Kung when I did bandoliers, swapping from two-handers to one-handers and a shield when my bags were completely full.
Okay, in just a moment, Zinthal is going to get the DZ if he didn't already.
Where are we headed?
Valdholm.
There it is.
I'm just checking their piggy status. Give me a... All right, in just a second, we'll find out everybody's status. Did it drop the DZ?
Alt Z, so as far as Frostcrypt for me.
Okay, got quite a few no's. That's okay. I see Minx and Crowded as a no.
Try zoning them. It's okay.
You did all 3 of the raids with them?
Okay. All right, I know there's a lot of no's, and do not worry about that. We are going to work on that. If everybody could just be patient with me, please. If everyone can move down to the entrance to Frostcrypt, don't go into Frostcrypt, just go down into the pit and to the entrance to Frostcrypt, if you could, please. Don't zone in just yet, just sit tight.
That's a lot of no's.
Again, make your way to the pit, to the entrance to Frostcrypt, please. Should see most of the raids sitting there. There's a few no's on there that I thought would be yeses. But let me see what the issues are. Be patient, everyone. If I could have everyone that is a yes, I believe it's Sergeant Thaven that you're going to say, what is it? Enter Frostcrypt?
Bergeron sent me.
Fergeron sent me, thank you.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
SK, if you confirm that Minx and Crowded are not flagged, in other words, if you've tried zoning and you know they're not flagged, if you could just bump them from the raid and the DZ tool, it'll help me. Thanks. I know Melite is just missing Odine. She can get the back flag and become a yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm missing. I should have all 3 tasks and all 3 raids.
And Wraithguard ally, Wraithguard leadership ally.
Yeah.
Make sure it's Wraithguard leadership and not Wraithguard.
Confirm.
Zing, did you do the tasks out of order before you had ally faction?
I did.
Because I did that as well, and now I'm saying a no. Which is why Foxy and I are as well, I think.
I have not relogged. I could try doing that.
So can we try if we're no now, or should we still wait?
No, do not go in yet if you're a no.
I think that's it, actually.
So is a relog not going to solve that problem then?
Not in my case, or Foxy and I's case, in Zing's, I guess. I don't know if, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Kudu's done it before, or Pox has done it, right? So if they did it before you got ally. I'm thinking it doesn't count.
Kudu and Sayo got all 3 of theirs today, and I believe they were ally before that.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong then.
Wow, I didn't realize.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I was ally before I got all of mine done.
Same here.
If there's anyone outside Frostcrypt who can grab Zing's corpse.
Where'd you fall, Zing? Which side?
I was headed directly from the entrance. I just jumped down. I didn't realize I could take fall damage.
I got you.
Don't you have like a safe
Are you
fall?
are you not a monk?
Yeah, I know. I've actually jumped down to that pit dozens of times to fight, but I have no idea why it hit me for 200,000 damage.
Maybe you ninja loot a lot of shit and you're encumbered.
Possibly. I have been ninjaing like crazy.
All right, Zing here is at the raid if we can get him rezzed. So I'm definitely going to get Melite in. If you could say Fergeron sent me to Wraithguard, please. To Thaven. I mean, yeah, about half of those no's should be yeses.
I'm going to try logging back in.
I mean, Sayo, Kudu, Zing, Khaleesi. No, not Khaleesi. Sorry, Khaleesi should be a yes too as well, right?
No, Tyrion's a cheater.
Cal's missing Spider. I was as well, but I have a loot drop from here.
What's weird is Junari is showing as a yes, but Baitor showing as a no.
If we try and zone in, it will show us what the actual flags are if there's any kind of graphical bug or anything.
If you are showing as a yes, please go ahead and zone in, unless you're a box and you're just waiting. And yes, Junari, go ahead and zone in for me, since you're showing as a yes. Ringa, let me have you zone in. Say Fergerin sent me to Thaven. Let me see how many I actually can get in. I've got 43 in the raid. $12 no's. That leaves me at 30. So I can get 6 piggies in. I think I saw Clara leave the raid.
I just tried to get in. It sent me to the login screen.
Okay, we'll get you back in when you come back.
But Clara is a yes, by the way. So
Kudu, let me have you go in.
He's already in there.
No, I don't know.
Baitor, let me have you in.
And I zoned in when I came back.
Gon will get you back in the raid here shortly. For Zing and Clara. So I am going to have some piggies that unfortunately you're going to have to stand by. But what I'm going to try to do, depending on how we can do this raid, is if we can do the back flag fight first, I can get 2 more folks back flagged, and that may allow us to get a 3rd in. Yeah, I mean, I really think it's an out of order issue with about half of these no's. I mean, Kudu should be a yes. Sayo should be a yes. Zing should be a yes.
Is there not a way to fix it like in Planes?
I don't think so. Dramage, you can go ahead and zone in. Say Fergerin sent me to Thaven.
you know, Dramage is good. That's not a bot. That's not a ad.
Yeah. Do I have any volunteers that are no's to sit out that we don't mind?
I can
Yeah,
see out
you
Kit.
can forget
Sit down.
Dora because I'm getting tired.
Okay, Gaunt, can you move Dora and Dotwin out of groups, please? Ratboy as well. Let me get Khaleesi in. Khaleesi, if I can have you go in. And then I think I can get one more. Zing, if I could get you in, if it'll let you in. Now that should put me at piggy capacity, but slow wind and flying, if you want to try and see if it'll let you in, if maybe it's wrong.
Now we got punted.
That's fine, Sayo, if you want to do that. For those that are sitting by, if you could just sit in the raid and we'll move you to a different group. Adrimid, you went into the live zone. Just pop right back out and then say Ferger and sent me to the Wraithguard Thaven out front. For those that we can't get in, I apologize if you'll sit in the raid, because I am doing this a week earlier than I expected. If you'll sit in the raid, we'll leave you in the raid. Gaunt's going to put you in a lower group, though.
So you're all at max now, right? You're full.
I believe so. If any of those folks need the Ferger and group tasks, you're welcome to work on those.
Can I try just to make sure that it's not a glitch?
Go for it. Yep. If you are inside Frostcrypt, let's go ahead and finish up any buffs that are needed. Gaunt will condense the groups here shortly. We're just going to see what we can do. We may not even be able to do any of the fights. There's a few that I think we'll be okay with.
Give me just a minute to work through these.
Check your buffs. Trainer, are you still here?
Uh-huh.
Can you start pulling from down the stairs, please?
Uh-huh.
This is one of those nights where if we can do a couple of the fights to back flag, we can get more folks in. Even if we're not able to get everyone in tonight, I'd rather push ahead and try to get more people into Frostcrypt than to try to do another West.
Tag this one. Never mind.
Just because it gives us a better chance to try to get more armor if we can get chest and legs and stuff. If you are a no, can you send me a tell with what you know that you're a no? That makes sense. What you're missing.
I don't have any idea because I done all the group tasks yesterday. We did the 2 raid tasks before that, and I swear to God, I've done the king.
So you think you may need King Odin, Dot?
It's possible, but I swear I was there for that kill.
Is it on the website, like in the attendance?
I'm gonna go to Fergerin and hail him and go through all his prompts and make sure, and then I'll try again. Other than that, I don't know.
Shouldn't have been dead for the flag because it was one of those things where we could res and wait for the hail. So I think we had everybody up for the flag on that. Udengar may have been a different story, but I can't remember.
I just remember wiping, getting up, and then killing him.
When you did the spider?
Yeah, we did that just the other day.
Okay.
And the other one, the Ugengard, whatever it was.
And it's possible there's a weird, just weird bug with maybe the order of some of the flags. You might have the same issue that, say, Sloan and Foxy are having. Well, we've had a good raid so far, where we've finished up this expansion, so the rest of the raid, even if we're just kind of in here putzing around, I'm okay with that. What I would love to do is to be able to take out one of the armor or the back flag fights, because not all the fights drop the back flag pieces. That will allow us to get more people in.
Where am I clearing to?
Stand by.
Okay. Isn't that one of the pieces for the first test?
That's for Fergerin.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that still needs the Fergerin marks? Zing can start handing those out to you. It's not required for progression, but it just allows you to request the Fergerin tasks.
It allows you to run down that hall too, correct?
Correct.
Bytor, do you have any of them already? Because you'll need 3.
No, I don't have any yet. So if anybody has
Okay.
1 or 2, go ahead and give it to them.
Yeah, if you already have some, let me know. Otherwise, I'll start with Bytor.
We want to go to the west wing, from what I understand. I can move us down to that next platform if that's okay.
Yeah, I got a mob waiting for you at the bottom of it.
All right, we're moving.
He's running, though. Get multiple. No, you're good.
Fergerin's the guy at the beginning of the tunnel, right? That you hand the things in, or is that Heimgall?
That's Heimgall. Fergerin's the one you can't get to if he yanks you back.
Okay.
Careful.
What? Why?
There were a couple of folks trying to walk down there.
Oh, I'm not sure I have all this aggro. Weird. You may have to pull real quick, Sing, in the west.
Someone wants to peel that last one.
You're gonna get 3, 4 if you touch that.
Bring it.
Invis.
Come on, we got folks here. Keep those tanks
5,
healed.
6. And a name. Stop though.
Yeah, Houghton should reset.
He's coming to Zing right now.
Is that Houghton in the way before?
Yes.
Okay. It's possible that we have to hit that before we can get to the other fight.
Where to the west do you want to go?
Heral the Tactician is the one I want to get to.
You can probably walk by Houghton. He just happened to come because it was such a big pull.
I mean, those are the easier fights. I just want to do Heral because he does the back flag pieces. And I think I'm going to lose Melite here shortly, too.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Because from what I understand, Melite only needs King Odin, and the back flag piece only back flags you for King Odin.
Are you guys still fighting? Or are you guys done?
We're done.
We're all done.
Dotwin, do you think it's King Odin that is your only thing that you're missing?
That's the only one it could be if I didn't get
It's
that.
like another 5 coming.
Alright, pick these up, folks.
You can make Zing main assist if Jimmy doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, Jimmy agreed. He said it was alright.
Okay, Rat. Thanks again. Have a good night, buddy. I wonder if the back flag piece will fix the flagging for those that may have it off.
Test it on Zing if we get one.
It's a single pull just to the west, but I'm under him.
Thanks those that checked. I appreciate that. What I'll do is I'll find out what nodes we have here, and the nodes that we most likely think do not have the back flag for King Odin, we can hit those first.
I think we will have to kill that guy, Kit.
Okay, it's one of the easier AUG events.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pull other mobs through though. So.
Yep.
I'm not really familiar with this zone.
You will be. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure.
It's dead easy.
Can tag.
There are occasionally some weird aggro issues beyond certain thresholds when you try to pull here. Certain things reset at certain points. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, yep. I noticed that when I was doing the first task. Usually by the zone line, right on the staircase. I'll be next to them and they set.
Yeah, Raleigh and I found a couple of doorways where we'd literally be standing right next to them, and if you try to pull them through the door, they just reset.
They probably did that on purpose, the bastards.
Well, you're going to need 3 tanks. By the way, for those that aren't familiar with the raid in here, since this is our first time, there are 6 events in this instance.
Grab that ad sign in the west.
Rooted. Or stunned.
There are 4 AUG events and there are 2 armor events. Only the 2 armor events will drop back flag pieces. The fight that we're about to do, which is called 3 Brothers, that is an AUG event. While we're waiting, we need to buff magic resist and cold resist, please. So, Xavius, if you'll get magic resist, I'll get cold.
So we never did Kangaroo on a raid night. An actual DKP raid night.
No.
I think that's it.
You can do Kanger with a group if you want to take Pox and Khaleesi and Dot. You could probably do it with a full group. And any of the other nodes that aren't in any boxes. It's a fairly easy fight.
Khaleesi is in.
Yeah, we just need a ramp tank, so we need 2 tanks. I don't know if we have it.
So Kit, pending that guy leashes, we can actually run past him.
Zenthal, you've run Kanger a lot. What do you think?
I would be hesitant to try it with one group, to be honest.
Do we want to just shift gears and try Kangaroo right now?
I don't need to be in. You guys
more,
do not need to do that on our behalf. I was just trying to figure out what it was.
I think you nailed it.
Raleigh's down. I will be doing it Monday. Is there anybody else that thinks they might be missing Kanger? Is that something you'd be able to join for on Monday?
Yeah, I'm sure I could figure it out. I'm sure I can get it done one way or the other. Just trying to figure out what it was.
I mean, if it's something that you can't log on for on a Monday, I could move it to a raid night, or we could do it before a raid or something. It's real quick.
Yeah, I think that might be necessary, and I think that's exactly what it is. Because now that I look at the fight, I totally didn't remember this at all. I don't think I did it either. I think I marked it off and didn't actually do it.
Most people did it on a Saturday. It was Zen, I thought. I did it.
Yeah, I think Zenthal ran several of them. We did several on a Monday night as well. The thing about it is, if you're a no and you know you don't have Kanger, even if you get back flagged, you still have to have Kanger, because the back flag doesn't back flag you for that.
Hey, Kit, in the loot window, there's Trankin's Blade, which is a quest piece. I know Flash needs that. She has the quest for that. It's for the random skeleton quests.
Yep. Is there anybody else that needs it? Otherwise, we'll just give it to Flash.
Be very careful not to tag anything right now. Oh, never mind.
Pick him up, folks. Sing's down.
I don't know how that happened.
Let's get Milan one healed. Zenthal's down.
Dead.
Tyrion's down. See if we can at least burn one of these down.
Gone down.
SK's down.
Well, that's most of the stuff past where we have to go.
You can at least burn much of this down before the whole raid wipes. That's great.
Tyrion's down again.
Down.
If you can evac your group. No worries, we'll get everybody rezzed. Just gonna let those reset. Okay, they're about to reset. Just sit tight, please. They're all walking back.
I counted 7.
Brett, I'm gonna call you.
There's still a Shadow Priest on the stack.
Oh yeah, I see him there. Just waiting for them to go away. Careful thrombosis.
So much for see-through, for see invis. I mean, invis to undead, rather.
Just give him a moment to reset everybody. Yeah, he actually saw me from across the room, so careful if you're at the entrance. Give it a moment. They've got a weird aggro range.
If you zone out, remember you have to hail to go back in.
We got We got people up to res. We just gotta let this guy path back. Okay. We'll start resing.
Yeah, if it's clear, go for it. If nothing else,
guys.
If nothing else tonight, I'd like to at least get the Heral Fight done, because then we can backflag a few, which if we do a little bit of work this Monday and maybe Wednesday, we can get probably most of the raid in by next time we attempt Frostcrypt.
I think the biggest thing will just be having Kanger on an actual raid night. That'll get everybody who only shows up on raid nights.
Beretta, your call is incoming for mass res. Reses are beginning. Sit tight. So what I'll do is I'll make some adjustments to the raid schedule to see if we can get all those fights done. It is possible we'll need another King Odin fight on a raid night, but since that's the actual backflag piece, I'm thinking maybe not. Same thing with Ashengate West and East. We just have to get through one time to get people starting the backflag, and then we're good.
Hey, Kit, you know the event where we were not allowed to slow the mobs? There was absolutely no slowing of them. I want to say we've only done that once or twice, and those might have been on Saturday or on Mondays rather.
I believe we did it twice on a guild night and once on an off night.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Udengar. All right, the reses are incoming. I kept hoping when we were resing people, they'd turn from yeses to no, or no's to yeses.
That'd be great. We would have beat the flag into him.
Looks like we're almost done resing. By the way, Gaunt Lightning is not here, so you can move him out. He just stayed logged in for the yes.
All right.
So it's okay if I logged out, get on someone else?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
We'll need to rebuff magic resist and cold resist as well. If you need dire wild rank 3, just let Kit know, please.
Good luck, everybody.
All right, thanks for sticking around, Dot. Appreciate it. Again, I'd like to get to the Heral Fight tonight, just because it gives us a back flag, and that'll make this night worth it.
Oh, first killing the Lethar wasn't worth it?
Oh, well, I mean in Frostcrypt. Because really we were just going to check flagging, but I think we have enough here to at least get some back flags, and if we can just get that done, it'll push us over the tipping point, I think. Save some spots for magic and cold resist. That Lethar fight made it all worth it, though. That was pretty impressive. I honestly thought after the first event that there was no way we were going to be able to beat that.
Well, the ads being kited away helped, and like I said before, I believe the secondary dragon can also be kited to the north and then called away. That would take out both of them.
Okay, let's get those buffs done. Make sure you're sitting if you're waiting for out-of-combat regeneration.
Are you talking about like that 3-second window where it was actually attacking us to drag it somewhere else?
No, you can drag it from as soon as it spawns at 75%. Drag it north and then call, and it will stay out of the fight. From what I've read.
Nice. I did notice, I did go into that room where we had the raid fight before Lethar, and there were a couple of drakes in there on the corners that were spawned, so it's not totally safe in there.
I didn't pull the two corners, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, the two corners in there had drakes in them.
Yeah, I just didn't pull it. I didn't think we have to go north. But you're supposed to pull the blue drake, like where you fight Stitch, pretty much, get called.
Yeah, I went in there looking for a safe spot to call people and not get hit by the raid debuffs.
Get a mana check from anybody that's low. Trying to look at what I have on the schedule. What I may do is where I have Frostcrypt number 1. I'll do on Monday. I'll definitely do the spider. Depending on what we have, I may add Udengar on top of that. But what I'll do for the next time we do Frostcrypt is I may add those in front of that real quick. We can knock those out in no time as a guild. That way it will ensure that everyone is flagged for those and they will be with the guild to do it. So look for some minor adjustments to that. Pathing. We'll have to come down to the bottom there for next pulls.
Okay.
Let's move down to the bottom area here where Kit is. All right. How many pulls do you think we have before the three brothers?
Three brothers. Is that the Herald guy you're talking about?
It's a Hufdan, Thulagar, and his third
I don't.
brother.
I don't think you have to fight them. That's what I said before. I think you get right to the guy that you want to kill.
Oh.
Unless you want to kill them.
They're pretty easy.
I only know where Hufdan is. I've been clearing to the mob you asked for. I don't know.
The other two don't spawn until you start killing them.
Oh, gotcha. You can grab 4 if you tag the guy in the doorway, or you can wait.
Do it.
I pulled with root.
You only got 2, even though they were hugging each other, or 3.
Can you distance? Yeah.
Yeah, it was somebody knocked it off.
I know what you wanted, Zen. Don't even worry about it.
Nobody needs those Shadow Forged blades, right? They're not for anything.
I think they're like a low faction turning.
Don't think anyone really needs that. We get huge faction hits for doing the bosses.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why they exist.
Any idea if Shadow Weavers, a Shade of Zek, etc. are linked to the dude you wanted?
I don't believe so, no. Nothing should be linked to him. So there's going to be 3 brothers. It's going to be a fight, which is essentially one at a time until later in the fight, and then all 3 will be up at one time. And Zinthal has put that information in there, but we'll walk through it. I'm going to knock that fight out real quick and then do Heral. This should be one of the easier fights in the zone.
So after this guy gets, you can fight the 3 brothers whenever. But I don't think I can leash him right now. So where you guys are?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, I mean, I'll feint off the other guy. He's inside the other guy's room. So you can move into the room to the west. The name is to the north of that room. Very small aggro range.
Okay, move here to Kit, please.
And there is an ad in the west tunnel off of that room. The one I was trying to pull, but I'm just letting it reset.
Okay, so first we kill Hufdan at 20%. His brother will spawn. We get him to 20%. He'll despawn and his other brother will spawn. When that brother reaches 70%, we'll have all of them respawn. We have to kill them in a specific order, and we'll call that out. But if you're not sure, it's Havnar, Thoruld, and then Hufdan. Hufdan must die last. He's going to single target stun on Hufdan, so we may need a backup tank in addition to, I think Maladwin's assigned to that one. Is there anyone that's not ready?
I'll pick it up if he drops aggro.
Okay.
That ad is still in the western tunnel, by the way.
Should we grab it?
I mean, you can. It might aggro the guy, though. Let me see if... Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm with him.
Okay, I say let's leave him.
Yeah, I mean, just fight him as he comes. If he does add, then fight the boss.
Okay, anyone not ready? Okay, Malawan will pick up this first guy. Stand by, hang on. It is possible his brothers may come from the other rooms.
I cleared out all the rooms up here, except for the south room. So there's 2 mobs in the south room if someone wants to pull them just to get him out of the way.
Oh, SK, you're saying there's more ads in this fight? I don't remember there being ads in this, but... Okay. I don't think we can clear anything else out, though, can we?
There's 2 mobs around each corner to the south in that room. We run south.
Somebody grab the mobs from the south, please. Alright, look alive. They're in the rear. If we do get ads during the fight, we'll just pick them up. If possible, pull Huffdan to here when we're ready. Okay. Anyone not ready? Let's do it. Bring him. All right, first thing is he's got to get down to 20%. At 20%, the ruled will spawn. Who's the tank for that, Tyrion?
Yep.
There's going to be an AE slow and DD that's going to go out with the ruled. We can probably Radiant Cure it. Huffdan is going to despawn. The ruled will spawn at 20%. I am unsure of the direction. So if you're a caster in the north, just be careful. All right, be ready.
North.
Careful. He's north. Pick him up. He's going to have an AE slow and DD. Need to kill him to 20%.
You want me to move him back, or is this good?
I think it's good there. Just those that are on the north side, I assume the other brother is going to spawn there, so just be careful. Who's our tank? SK?
Correct.
He is going to hit the hardest, by the way, from what I understand.
Yeah, pretty much everything gives to Wraithguard leadership. Almost nothing gives to regular Wraithguard. Not in any meaningful amount.
All right, when we get the three brothers down, or this brother down to 20%, Havnar will spawn. He's going to have an AE Feign Death. Just watch for that. It's also going to be a stun. When the next brother gets to 70, we'll have all three to contend with at once. Let's get this brother to 20. Oh, that was faster than expected. All right, there's Havnar. SK will tank. He is going to hit harder, so be ready to heal.
He's got a damaged shield.
It's apparently removable.
At 70%, the other two will become active, but we kill Havnar first. We'll drop wards at about 80%. If you have temps with a short cooldown, when we get them to 70%, this is the one to burn it on. The other two tanks be ready. Let's go ahead and drop wards, please. Other two should be spawning shortly. Have the other tanks ready.
One in the same spot.
I don't know. Oh, do I want them in the same spot? Couldn't hurt to bring them over here so they're stacked. Heals to SK.
We picked up that ad, by the way.
Can we bring that down real quick?
A Shadow Weaver of Zek.
His info's down.
Keep the other two tanks up as well. Burn Havnar. Havnar must die first. Get Havenar dead, and we got this. Almost got it. The Ruled will die next. The Ruled. Alright, fight should get easier from here. If you have light dots or clickies that you want to use on Huffdan, if you're a dotting class, you can. But the Ruled must die first. Is anybody else getting that lag or just me?
Your mic roboted for a second, so it's possible it's you.
Yeah, I fired on the loud one.
Wow, congrats, Ergo.
Thank you.
I feel like that was a spite AA.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but...
Or he's just feeling lonely tonight, wanted some grasses.
All right, once the ruled is dead, go to Houghton. Anybody have Wraithguard leadership that went up from that? If so, how much was it?
500.
Couldn't get any better.
Is there anybody that was just missing faction that might have put you over? How far to Heral, by the way?
I believe I have to pull 3 more trash mobs. Are good.
Okay. Should be a big room that he's in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I was just starting to enter. That's with the first mob. I have not actually seen him yet, though. Only the ads.
He should not trigger if you're near him.
Okay. Yep. There's just 3 more mobs to pull.
Bring him. And we can open the chest. You only like it refried because it's undead in here. But with as many necros and pallies we have in this guild, it's probably a good thing.
Ooh, that's worth for just spell runes.
Those are pretty nice sogs, too.
Yeah, I mean, just for how quick it was. 3 spell runes.
I believe also with TBS we'll get the raid banner.
Yep. That'll be nice.
2 more.
Alright, I know we're running just under the amount of time we normally run, but I want to do this Heral Fight if everybody can just stay with us. Grass Junari. Okay, Beretta, thanks. If folks can stay, though, it would see if we can knock out this fight. Nothing else, we can at least see the mechanic. Brad's refried.
It's all clear to him now.
By Tor, that should be your 3rd mark, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Right on.
Gaunt, do you mind splitting up the groups? You should be able to condense as well. But we need tanks in each group as well as a healer in each group. Just because of the nature of this next fight, we need to make sure every group is kind of well-rounded. while we're finishing up the loot, I'm going to explain this fight. This is a really fun raid. Actually, it's one of my favorites. It's one I did a long time ago, but I'd forgotten about it. I'm going to make sure every group is well-rounded, because we're going to get split up. When we go in, a big ice wall is going to come up between us. When it does so, there's going to be on each side giants and trap masters. And you can't kill the trap masters until the giants are dead. You can also break down the walls. Do we have gear here still? We do. Song, there are going to be traps that also spawn, but you're probably going to be overwhelmed with them. Do your best. Graduate bread? So again, when we first go in, it's going to split us into two. Kill giants, then trap masters, then break down the wall. Once that part is done, then it's going to split into four.
I can't use it, Zing. Sorry.
Ah, never mind.
When we get split into four, you're going to have the same thing happen. You're going to have ads in each quadrant, and Heral is going to be in one. He's going to be in a random quadrant. Work on your ads, then start breaking down your walls, and then come help to fight Heral. I would say let's get, because we're all going to be split up, get Reptile on as many people as we can, and probably the slow proc on as many people as possible. We're going to give this a shot. This fight does get a little bit chaotic. Check and make sure you have everything you need. Gonna allow a little bit of a med break here. It is possible when we get split into four that you can leave the ads. Just be careful, because you can avoid them and not have to kill them. If that's the case, then you can break down the walls and move to Heral. Just going to allow us to all get full mana. I'm a little bit low. This will be the last fight of the night. We're going to see if we can do it. Refried rank 1 spells are on the kind of tier 1 currency, I believe. Rank 2 are on the tier 2 currency. Most people don't even do the tier 1.
So it's like the same system, but different ways to get it.
Yeah, the raid stuff is done a little bit differently. Raid stuff is done with currency as well. You'll earn currency on raids, and then you can use that currency to buy armor. You can use that currency to buy spells, the raid versions of your spells.
Pretty cool. So everyone gets it at the same time.
Not necessarily. There's like a stack of 100 that you'll get, for example, and you can't really split it. Again, I'm only going to give us one shot on this unless we're really, really close. If we can do this, pull out all the stops if you can. Freudian slip there, Muxar. Everybody stay put. I'm just going to venture ahead. Train, come show me where he is.
Go west, then down the staircase.
Ah, okay.
He's in this room to the south part of it.
Okay, if everybody can come to me, please. If at all possible during the second phase, try to avoid any ads that spawn. Stay away from the walls, basically. I do not remember if the walls are more susceptible to fire than cold, etc., because they are walls of ice. Check your groups, see if everybody's with us.
Real quick, just so everyone knows, if I'm ever not here for pulling or whatever, below us are a bunch of giants. They will aggro you through the floor, what that big pull ended up being. So before you ever do anything past this room, always just run along this, make sure nothing aggros. There's about 10 of them down there.
Meanwhile, everybody stay put. Move into kit, please. This is the room that's going to be divided. It's going to be divided into 4. If possible, avoid the walls when it ports you. It should keep all the groups together from what I remember and what I've read. It's going to move us around once 6 of us approach him. That's how it's triggered. All right, let me have a few brave souls to come up here. We're going to go ahead and begin this fight. Be ready. Should be spawning shortly. All right, he's emoted. All right, here we go. Shades first, then the Trap Masters. If you can hit the traps, make sure you avoid the traps or get them down.
They have not much health.
Taskmaster is not killable until the shades are down. If you are done with your side, you can begin working on the wall of ice. In fact, we can begin working on the wall of ice now if you want to dot it. I can't remember how many hit points it has.
Is it the glowing stone ring?
I'm not sure what the traps are, by the way.
They look like some kind of a spike trap.
No, I mean, I don't know what they do.
Done.
If you are done on your side, you can move over. You can kill the ice wall. I'm noticing it on the west side of the room, by the way. Oh, it looks like there's two of them, one on the west and one on the east. Looks like it's more of a passage than anything. Next time we're going to be split into 4. Try to avoid the ads along the walls if you can. Stay away from the walls. Stay in the center of the rooms when we get transported.
The wall's broken. You can come through to this side.
The dead have broken through the wall.
That show sucks.
Season 8 did.
There were certain parts I liked. All right, be ready to be split again. Be spread on the floor. Try to avoid the walls if possible. If you're in a room with ads and not Heral, work on the walls. Find the wall and then break it. Wall is over here in your kit if you're on kit side. Try to stay away from the walls. Same as before. He's going to do that every 10%, 20%.
Careful going to the back of him because the gargoyles are right there.
I'll try and get him at a corner angle.
Try to avoid the ads.
That was the opposite of avoiding the ad.
Kill the ads first, please. I'm unsure if the ads will respawn or what, but let's go ahead and kill them.
As far as I can tell, spawns more and more every time he resets the room.
Yeah, I think you're right. I did remember reading that.
And when he dies, they will not despawn.
Are any of these charmable?
They're red, so I don't think so. Back to Heral, please. Gonna get ported again at 60%. Is it porting us to the same room each time?
Seems to be.
Yeah, that's what I see as well. Nope. Again, avoid the ads if possible.
Try to move him to the inside corner.
He's perma-rooted.
Avoid those ads. He does look like he strips all buffs, so get him re-debuffed as well. Just go ahead and drop wards. I know they may port around or whatever, but might as well drop them. One more port, and we got it. I actually really like this fight. Vitor, give me an MGB.
It's out.
Yay! The first of those marks should go to Melite, I believe. Melite is only missing King Odin. Is there anyone else that is missing King Odin that's a no? Melite, if you could go ahead and click that for me.
I did. And it
Thank you.
said I got a character flag, but it hasn't changed in the expedition window yet.
Yeah, I'd say stay at the very end, and when you zone out, when we all get out of here, just check and see if it changes you to a yes.
Yeah, will do.
Anybody else that's a no that thinks they need Odin? Zing, you think you have everything, or you think you're missing Kanger?
I'm pretty sure I'm missing Kanger. I thought I had him done, but I guess looking at the fight, I really don't remember it.
Is there anyone that thinks they have everything that's in the zone here that can loot one? Kudu, maybe?
I've killed Odin twice.
So what is it you think you're missing?
I'm guessing it's the spider thing.
Okay, yeah, that's Kanger. All right, as a test, Zing, give yourself one of those flags, those marks. Grats Malamban. And Zing, I'll have you click that and see if it flags you in just a moment.
I have received a character flag.
I see clerical first at 1.
Zing, could you... Zenthal's handling loot for the rest of the raid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zing, could you thrown out, and then I want to see if it changes you to a yes.
You got it, Toots.
Unless you're bidding on something.
No,
Okay. Did you call me Toots?
that's not important.
Hell yeah.
I thought I heard tits.
Grats, Clara.
Grats, Clara.
Gaunt, when you get a moment, if you could
Thank
move
you.
loot to me.
I like that fight.
It was so quick and easy.
I'm now a yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not do Odin.
Well, the information I have is that it only flags Odin, but I wonder if it flags everybody or flags for everything.
I mean, the description literally says Odin on the mark.
Okay, Melite changed to a yes as well.
Heck yeah.
Kudu, you said you're missing Kanger, so let's try this. Let's try giving the other one to Kudu and see if it changes Kudu to a yes when he zones out. I think the description may say Odin, but I think Slow One may be right. I think it does all raid.
Grats, Malamban. That's a nice necro mask.
Grants Myvan. You still look, you look very similar to what's on that mask anyway.
Kind of rude.
I am now a yes.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
So we are going to be in much better shape by next raid. And honestly, if we can just do Heral, that will we'll get more and more people in each time. So I think we got this now. I think we're going to be able to do Frostcrypt on the regular. I appreciate everyone sticking around to do that.
Yeah, it was fun. Well, that's it for me. Have a good night, guys.
Night Zing, thank you.
Night Zing.
And there's 2 raids in here that drop those, so potentially 6 people a raid.
Correct.
Grats, Gaunt.
Thank you.
And there's a lot of fun fights in here, so I'm actually looking forward to maybe getting through more Frostcrypt because we've done Ashengate a lot. But we still have 2 weeks, a week and some change before TBS opens. And then we'll be farming this up until we're ready for Solteris, because it's going to take us a good 3 weeks to get everybody's Solteris done. So we've got plenty of good loot and stuff coming up. That shoulders piece is nice as well. Officers, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Everyone else, if you're not bidding on anything, have a good night. I will see you on Monday. If you want to do some back flagging, it'll help us get a few more folks flagged.
Grats, Xavius.
It's a nice shoulder item. Xavius, can you get back up here?
We lost some piggies. Or piggy ears.
Xavius wasn't a piggy, was it?
No.
Xavius, if you can just zone back in, it should allow you to do that. If Khaleesi gets ported out, we can just make sure all the piggies get kicked and get Khaleesi back in if Khaleesi wins it.
Congrats, Khaleesi.
Go ahead and give that to Khaleesi and assign it and see if we can get that looted. Perfect. Xavius, I'm going to hold the DZ open until you get back.